بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعن الدائم الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum, my beloved ones, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are inshallah going to continue our session on Manasik al-Hajj for the Hawza students, and that's why we discuss the rulings analytically so that our Hawza students can have a broader perspective of the methodology which is used in understanding the Islamic laws, so that they are able to help other community members who are going for Hajj. So we are basically trying to make Hajj guides, religious guides, rather than just teaching lay people. There are classes for lay people who just want to know the rules of Hajj, but these are very specific classes, specialized classes for the Hawza students. So let's pull the rulings. Okay, so here we were discussing about the wasiyah and the Hajj in exchange. So ruling number, so today I want you to focus with me, because it's a very technical thing. Many of our students, they think that they both are same, they both are not same. Ruling number 97 and ruling number 98. So let me just explain what's happening here so that you can understand the ruling. So let's take out our chart, flow chart, or whatever chart you call it. Okay. So we have, let me write in English. So we have sale contract, and we have a condition of transferring a property. Property or the ownership of it. So we have two scenarios here. Okay, let's see. In sale contract, what was the ruling number 97? This was rule 97, and this is rule 98. In rule number 97, the seller sold the property to the buyer. Okay, sold. The buyer is supposed to give the seller money. When you sell something, the object goes to the buyer and the money comes to you. The seller said, don't give me the money. Do the Hajj with that money. So this is clear. Whose money is this? The money is for the seller. That's why we said it will be considered part of inheritance. It will be considered what? Part of inheritance. Are you with me? Because this is a very technical thing. So that's what yesterday, after a lot of interruptions, we were able to finish it. So this is the summary of what we spoke. And then it comes the ruling of the third and 1/3, and extra money comes back to the heirs. And if there was something which was extra required from the ujrat al-mithl, the average thing, then it would be counted from what? It would be the counted from the 1/3 of the money inherited. So therefore, this is what we explained yesterday. So I want you to focus on this scenario. If this scenario is clear, we're going to move to the next scenario. So this scenario, seller sold a property to a buyer. That buyer, instead of giving the money to the seller, he was supposed to perform the Hajj. What does that mean? Whose money is that? Money is the money of the seller. But the seller did not take. He said, perform the Hajj. So when the seller dies, the money will be considered part and parcel of the inheritance. Then if it was Hajjat al-Islam, we will use it. If extra needs to be used, no. Then we will have to, above Ujrat al-Mithil, quality Hajj, whatever Hajj, then we will have to take the permission from the heirs or take it from the 1/3. This is clear. Today's ruling number 98, is not like that. How? The seller, due to some reason, gave the house to the buyer. Gave it. Okay. Either for reconciliation, so object given for reconciliation, sulh, gift, sulh, reconciliation, whatever reason, the seller doesn't need any money. Okay. It seems the buyer and the seller, they had some kind of friendship agreement, or he sold the house and the money was taken by the seller. Khalas. So let's picture several scenarios. I'm the seller. I gave you the house. Either a gift, it's yours now. It's not mine. There's no money there. Or reconciliation. Oh, let's solve this matter. Let's our problems finish. See, I'm going to give you the house. Okay. If whatever is on my shoulder more than the house, please forgive me. If it's less than the house, I forgive you. Khalas. Let's finish this problems and disputes and issues. Just take the house. The guy says, what if the house is less? That's fine. Less than what I want. You forgive me. What if the house is more? Should I give you the money? No. Halal for you. Just take this house, finish the problem. Let's carry on. Move on. So that means there's no money the buyer is getting. Or no, the third scenario, the seller already took the money, okay, in his life, but he made a condition because the house, it was very unique, okay, that the buyer desperately wanted it and it was in the market. 10 buyers were there. So he says, see, you are desperately asking for this house and I have an option. I'm going to sell you, but my condition is to do Hajj on my behalf if I die. Free. You do it with your money. Okay. This is my condition. You want my house? Give me $100,000 for the house. Finish. Our sale is done. But I have a condition. Perform Hajj on my behalf. With my money? Yeah. I mean, if you want this house, that's all what I'm asking. If I die, do the Hajj on my behalf. You see the difference? The seller has already taken the money. It is the buyers. So what is here? Here we have a condition of a contract. And the Hajj is here in ruling number 97, Hajj was part of the amount of the sale received by the buyer. I mean, received by the seller, but seller said, keep it with you. Here, no, the seller has all the money, but he made a condition. See, I'm selling you and thank you for giving me all the money of the house. And this is yours, but I have a condition that you do Hajj. That means the buyer will have to spend from his own money. That means it will be volunteered Hajj. Remember this. So it will be volunteered by the buyer, not from the money of the seller. No, volunteered. Why? Because it's conditioned. So be it, I'm giving you the house as a gift. So it's your house. But please perform Hajj for me, wajib Hajj for me. So that means if he accepts the condition, then he's a volunteered person to perform the Hajj. Let this be clear. This or reconciliation, problems, long-lasting problems. Khalas, you want the house, take the house. Would the house value more or less? Khalas, bara'at al-dhimma. If the house value is more, halal on you. If it's less, forgive me. Okay, khalas, I forgive you and you forgive me, and the house is his. But I have one condition, that please perform Hajj for me. Okay, that means if he accepts the condition, he is going to volunteer the Hajj. So that is the difference. Again, in summary, so that we can go back to understand, read the rulings. So ruling number 97, the house is sold. The money is not with the seller. The money is with the buyer. Whose money is this? The money is money of the seller. So when the seller dies, the inheritor, it goes into the inheritance, and the Hajj will be performed exactly based on the rule of the inheritance. Ujrat al-mithil, if it requires more than Ujrat al-mithil, it will be taken out from the wasiyya, 1/3. Remember this, wasiyya controls, and the rules of inheritance control this kind of Hajj, this because on this kind of money, because it's the money of the mayyit. On the other hand, rule number 98, no. Rules of wasiya are not included in this. The 1/3 and the wajib and the extra, no, nothing. Why? Because the Hajj is not going to be performed by the money of the marhum, money of the deceased. The Hajj is going to be performed by the money of the one who owned the property, either by sulh, either by sale, either by being gifted. So it is, and the condition was that you volunteer Hajj for me. You see? So it does not include, the wasiyat rulings are not applicable here, because it's not from the wealth of the mayyat, deceased, is from the wealth of the one who took the property. If not clear, repeat this video and it will be clear. Okay, let's go back to our rulings. Perfect. Now I'm going to, for the sake of Allah, because yesterday there were so many interruptions, I'm going to, for the sake of Allah, repeat. Okay, repeat the ruling. Where is our ruling number 97 for selling? See, he says, إِذَا بَاعَ دَارَهُ بِمَبْلَغٍ مَثَلًا, he sold his house with that amount. وَاشْتَرَطَ, he made a condition here. But condition on what? The money don't give me. أَنْ يَصْرِفَهُ فِي الْحَجِّ, this money which is mine, you spend it on Hajj. Okay, so it's the money of the deceased. The rules of inheritance and wasiya will be applicable. Okay. بعد موته كان الثمن من التركة, the money, even if it is with the other guy, it's not his, it's the marhum's money, so it will be part of the inheritance. And then we explained, I'm not going to repeat this, that's the difference. Ruling number 98, إذا صالحه على داره مثلا, he gives his house. The example, say the Sistani has used, reconciliation. Problem, long lasting, he gave him the house. It's yours, khalas. But you know something? Do Hajj on my behalf. So it is volunteered Hajj is requesting. So if he accepts, khalas, the house is yours. If he does not accept, the house is not yours. So whatever the Hajj costs, you take care of it. I'm giving you the house as a gift, or as a sulh, reconciliation, or I'm buying you, I'm selling you, I got the money, but since the house is unique and I have 10 buyers and you want to be the buyer, then you do Hajj on my behalf. That's what and regardless, 10,000, 2,000, 8,000, whatever, you do Hajj on my behalf. So it will be, you are going to volunteer. If you accept this condition, then you are going to be volunteer and the house is yours. So وشرط عليه أن يحج عنه بعد موته, made a condition that when I die, perform the Hajj on my behalf. Okay? ولزم, then it becomes compulsory. وخرجت الدار عن ملك مصالح المشارك. The house comes out of the property and goes into the ownership of the deceased, and goes into the ownership of the receiver. Okay, buyers, receiver of the gift, receiver of the sulh, compensation, receiver of the house. وخرجت الدار عن ملك المصالح. So it's no more your house. Okay, if it was money, you got it. If it was sulh, you got it. If it was gift, alhamdulillah, thank you so much for it. So there's nothing the buyer has in his custody any type of money to be given to him. There's only one condition: do Hajj. وَلَا تُحْسَبُ مِنَ التَّرِكَةِ. Obviously, then it will not be considered from the inheritance. Okay, why? Because it's khalas, it's not his anymore. If he fulfills the condition, if he fulfills the condition, it's his, because it's a conditional sale. You don't fulfill the condition, you don't get the house. Return it to my inheritors. وَإِنْ كَانَ الْحَجُّ نَدْبِيًّا. Even if the Hajj was mustahab, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if the Hajj was mustahab. Remember previously, rules of inheritance, rules of if mustahab, no from 1/3, if original, if Hajj wajib from the principal, and Hajj ujrat al-mithl and everything. Here nothing. Here he can volunteer to do, he can ask him, please do Hajj for me from the hometown, not from the miqat. Remember, miqati is taken out from the principal. Hajj from the miqat, take from the hometown. Whatever he has asked, that person needs to fulfill, because it's no more part of the inheritance. It's just a wasiyah. Okay, and rules of 1/3 of wasiyah are not applicable here, because the guy who's going to do the Hajj is going to do from his wealth and his living. Okay, not from the wealth of the mayyat. So he says, وَإِنْ كَانَ الْحَجُّ نَدْبِيًّا. Even if the Hajj was recommended Hajj. وَلَا يَشْمَلَ حُكْمُ الْوَصِيَّةِ. The rulings of the wasiyah of the deceased are not applicable here. That if it was Hajjat al-Islam from the principal, if it was over the average amount from the Hajj al-Miqati, it needs to be taken from the 1/3, and not the 1/3, and a permission from the heirs, and none of that is applicable here, because it is not the wealth of the mayyit which is going to be used for the Hajj. وَكَذَلِكَ الْحَالِ. Same applicable, same rule applies in what? إِذَا مَلَّكَهُ دَارَهُ. Okay, if he makes his house under the ownership of that person. بِشَرْطِ أَنْ يَبِيعَهَا وَيَصْرِفْ ثَمَنَهَا فِي الْحَجِّ. On one condition, that he sells the house. Okay, this is your house. Okay, but I have a condition that later on you sell it and do the Hajj on my behalf. Okay, so here money involved, yes, but the house is not the marhum's. Neither the money is marhum. The guy gave him gift. The guy said, this house is yours, with whatever reason, maybe mahar. Maybe he told his wife, this is mahar. Okay, but I have a condition on this mahar, for example. So the house is the wife's, but you can sell it and do the Hajj on my behalf. So what will happen? Part of the house will be used for the, but this is all from the money of the one who collected the house. You sell the house, this is your house. What does that mean? If you sell, the money is yours, not mine. This is the difference. The money is yours. So if the money is yours, then please do the Hajj on my behalf. So it doesn't matter, recommended, ujrat al-mithl, about ujrat al-mithl, rules of wasiyah does not apply, because it will not be the money of the person who died, because he has made the guy owner of the house and told him, please sell it. My condition is that you sell it and do the Hajj for me on behalf. Okay, it's a very technical thing. I am giving you house, it's yours. But see, it's your property now. So if you sell it, the money will be whose? Yours, not mine. Yours. This is my condition. From that money, please do Hajj for me. You see how technical it is? In the ruling number 97, the money was mine. In the ruling number 98, the money is yours. And you are going to volunteer. And that's my condition, that volunteer Hajj for me. Yes. ويصرف ثمنها في الحج عنه بعد موته, to spend the amount, sell the house, please. This is my condition. And spend the money, your money, which you will get from selling your house, which I gave you in the Hajj after I die. فجميع ذلك صحيح لازم. All of these scenarios are correct and they are compulsory. They need to be accomplished, fulfilled, executed. وإن كان العمل المشروط عليه ندبيا. Even if the Hajj was recommended. Even if the Hajj was what? Recommended. And this is not just for the Hajj. Say the Sistani Damadullah did not say even if the Hajj was recommended. Al-amal al-mashrut. The conditional deed which was required was recommended. Okay? Even if like Hajj recommended. So if it can be applicable to the fasting, to the salats, whatever ruling. But since we are doing Hajj, I'm going to say even if the Hajj was recommended. The conditional Hajj. ولا يكون للوارث حينئذ حق في الدار. The inheritance. Can they come? No, 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 no. This house is ours. Whatever you do Hajj, the rest you have to give it to us. No, Baba. Drink some cold water and sleep. Okay? Or warm water if it's winter. Sleep peacefully. Your dad sold the house or gifted the house or was reconciliation. This is the deed. It is on my name. It's my house. I am going to do voluntarily for your dad. Okay? For whatever reasons, because that's the condition which was I accepted. So whatever remains from the amount, it's not yours, Baba. It's mine. I'm going to do whatever he desired. Mustahab, Hajj Wajib, Hajj hometown, Hajj miqat, whatever he wanted, I'll do in his wasiyah. That's between me and him. You guys stay out of it. What if the guy changes his mind? Shaitan comes to him or some circumstances happen. So what will happen after that? وَلَوْ تَخَلَّفَ الْمَشْرُوطِ عَلَيْهِ عَنِ الْعَمَلِ بِالشَّرْطِ. If the guy khalas does not fulfill the condition. Hey, uncle, where's the Hajj of our father? Well, there's a lot of issues. I can't tell you. There's no Hajj, no nothing. So what will happen? Can the heir, inheritors, tell them, okay, we break the deal and give us the money or give us the house of our father back because you did not fulfill? They cannot do that because the house became an ownership of the person. So what will happen? That they will not be able to what? They will not be able to do, and the inheritors, okay? Inheritors have no right, but the guardian, who's the guardian of the inheritors? Or they can't demand the receiver of the house of their father. So who has the right? بل لولي الميت من الوصي, the guardian, the executor of the will of the marhum, أو الحاكم الشرعي, or the religious authority. They have the right to nullify. فإذا فسخ, if the sale was nullified or the transmission of the ownership was nullified, and then the house or the wealth or the money which the guy sold the house, and instead of doing Hajj, he had the money, whatever, he needs to give the money back to the inheritors. When? Because there is in buying and selling, there's this khiyar, not cucumber. In Arabic language, khiyar means cucumber. Khiyar means option to null the sale. Remember, when in some of the countries you go to Walmart, you go to some of these departmental stores, you buy something, you have option to null the sale in 90 days, on 30 days, on 60 days. It depends on the departmental stores you are going and buying. So you have an option to null the sale. Most of the Western countries, they have this 90 days money back guarantee, 30 days money back guarantee. This was introduced by Islam. Okay. there are 10 or 11 types of khiyar, not cucumber again, the option, khiyar, ikhtiyar, from ikhtiyar, option to null the sale. So you have an option to null the sale. One of those options to null the sale is khiyaru shart, the option to null the sale on the violation of the condition. What does that mean? I sell you this pen on the condition that you offer Salat al-Layl. You do not offer Salat al-Layl, the pen comes back to me, and money goes back to you. I don't want, give me my, I sold you on this shart. I told you to do Hajj for me. You did not do Hajj. So give me my money back, my house back, and or give me my property back. I'm going to give you your money back. And if it was sulh or gift, give me my gift back. If it was any kind of transaction, the condition was not fulfilled, then you have to return the sale is null. Like Imam Hassan alayhi salam and Muawiyah. Imam Hassan alayhi salatu made conditional transmission of the political authority. Religious authority is from Allah to Imam Hassan alayhi salam. That Imam Hassan doesn't have any say because Allah has made him, and no one in the universe, neither Imam Hussein, neither no one can revoke the authority, religious authority from Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba alayhi salam. But political authority, public support is there. Okay, like Imam Ali took the pledge from the public. It's what like a democratical process. Imam Hassan took the pledge. When they went and gave pledge to Muawiyah, and they did plots and they did deceptions, a lot of problems happened. Muawiyah came and he wants the political authority. Transmit the authority to me, otherwise I'll destroy you guys, everybody. Because he was already destroying, killing lots of Shias. So here Imam Hassan alayhi salam made a transitional or transmission of the political power into the hand of Muawiyah with certain conditions. Muawiyah agreed, and then Muawiyah violated. So what happens when he violates? He's no more political authority. He doesn't have any haqq. What does it mean? He's a usurped ruler. He's a ghasib. He needs to give it back to Imam Hassan alayhi salam. Okay? So Imam Hassan publicly, by this technical thing, proved that Muawiyah is a usurper of Khilafat. He's ghasib, he's a looter. I gave him on conditions. He did not fulfill the conditions. He continued killing Shia of Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. And he killed Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba alayhi salatu wasalam. So history proves he did not fulfill the condition. So he was a usurper of Khilafat, political authority from Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. So the same thing here. The condition was not fulfilled. So what does that mean? Inheritors, they come, you did not fulfill, uncle, you did not fulfill. Okay, who are you? Okay, then the guardian comes, the wasi, the authority after the mayyat over the inheritors, whom the mayyat had chosen him, the deceased has chosen him. Or if no one was there, the heirs, they go to the religious authority, marja', mujtahid, puts the case. The guy is summoned. Do you perform the Hajj? No, I had the problem. Then give the money back. They give the house back to these inheritors. Then the house will become a part and parcel of inheritance, and rule of inheritance will be applicable. Okay. وَلَوْ تَخَلَّفَ الْمَشْرُوطِ عَلَيْهِ, like Muawiyah. If the one who was supposed to fulfill the condition, he violated the condition, and from fulfilling the condition, and he did not perform the Hajj, and he violated the condition, لم يكن الخيار للوارث, the option to null the contract of sale or contract of reconciliation or contract of gift, the inheritors, they cannot null. Bal, more on the contrary, لِوَلِيِّ الْمَيِّتِ, the authority or the guardian of the deceased, he can, min al-wasi, or the religious authority, or al-hakim al-shar'i. فَإِذَا فَسَخَ رَجَعَ الْمَالِ إِلَى مُلْكِ الْمَيِّتِ. So if it was nullified, the contract nullified, contract of sale, contract of gift, contract of reconciliation, whatever made, or mahar whatsoever, then the contract will be nullified. رَجَعَ الْمَالِ إِلَى مُلْكِ الْمَيِّتِ. Then the property which the deceased had given it comes back to his property, his ownership. فَيَكُونُ مِيرَاثًا لِوَرَثَتِهِ. Then it becomes the part and parcel of the inheritance. Then the rule of wasi and everything will be applicable. Ruling number 99. لو مات الوصي ولم يعلم أنه استأجر للحج قبل موته وجب الاستئجار من التركة. If we know that the mayyit was demanded and required for Hajjat al-Islam, the wajib Hajj. So if he dies, we did not know, did he hire someone or not? Remember, one of the principles you study in the Hawza is rule of istishab. Something, yaqinan, it is not there, for sure. Then you doubt in the encounterance which goes against that yaqeen. Did something encounter? Then you will consider that yaqeen. So now, normally, people, they don't hire. Hiring is something which happens. Now the heirs or the inheritors, they're doubting. Did this happen or not? Did this happening? Did our marhum hire somebody, or did someone hire someone? Okay. We will say no. Since this is encountering, yaqinan, there is nothing normally. We have to have knowledge of this kind of encounterance. And if we don't have knowledge, we will consider that did not happen. Okay. Like moon sighting. We are doubting, did the moon sighting happen or not? You will consider it did not happen. You don't have to go and cut the distance and like many people they do for ihtiyat. And no, if you are doubting that the Eid tomorrow is Eid or not, and your doubt is valid, then you don't have to go and travel and break your fast in traveling. Just khalas, continue fasting. That's istishab, rule of istishab. Okay. Yes. ولم يعلم أنه استأجر للحج قبل موته. Before he died, did he hire someone? وجب الاستئجار. That means he did not. So we have to, it will become obligatory to hire someone from the principal wealth state of the deceased. فيما إذا كان الموصى به حجة الإسلام. If the wasiyat was that perform Hajjat Islam on my behalf, but we did not know he's hired someone or not, then it's going to be part, if it's going to be from the principal assets state, if it's Hajjat al-Islam. If it is not Hajjat al-Islam, if the required was Mustahab Hajj, then it will be from the 1/3 as we have done before. And let's take ruling number, continue ruling number 99. وإذا كان المال قد قبضه الوصي وكان موجودا أخذ، وإن احتمل أن الوصي قد استأجر من مال نفسه وتملك ذلك بدلا عما أعطاه وإن لم يكن المال موجودا. This has quite detail. We will leave it for tomorrow inshallah. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.